Are you afraid?
No, says Kylo, as Snoke holds him in midair.
Yes, you are. I can feel it. And you should be scared. Kylo Ren, you are not in control. You are confused, unsure of your convictions, filled with doubt. You feel powerless.
As Snoke tells him that powerful beings can harness their rage very easily if they so wish, he tells him that he must use it to strike, for either you strike or you fall. And with that, he lets go of the Force and Kylo falls to his death, as Snoke tells him to use his fear to let it crystallize into anger, to turn that anger into power. Kylo begins to float off the ground using the Force. This is a really cool Force power that shows just how Force users can survive massive falls without a single injury. When Kylo asks Snoke if he would have caught him had he not been able to save himself, Snoke tells him that Skywalker would have, which is why he was holding him back. Snoke tells him that if you are to rule at my side, I can't have you defeated by heights. As they walk to the dark side cave, which of course is iconic in Star Wars, that's where Luke went in when Yoda sent him in there, and he fought his deepest, darkest fear, which in the end was himself turning to the dark side. As they near the cave, Snoke says the power and darkness of this cave is immense, you'll enter it and only face what you've been too weak to bury. So obviously Ben goes inside, he sees Luke, and this is more of like a younger Luke than we saw in The Force Awakens, I believe. Luke says, I don't want to fight you. Of course, then Ben says, I don't care, and ignites his lightsaber, and they clash in a big duel to the death. They exchange a few words, and Snoke is just feeling what's going on as he's outside the cave. Just saying, use that hatred, rise above what's holding you back. He tried to kill you in your sleep, just prodding him to the dark side further. As Kylo kills Luke, he tells Snoke through the Force that he is done, when all of a sudden, he hears his real name, Ben. Leia and Han show up, where Ben begins to feel conflicted once more. Leia tells him that he's their son, and that he's loved. Igniting his lightsaber in fury, Snoke smirks from outside of the cave, in contempt, as his apprentice is about to kill his parents. Striking and slashing through, Snoke tells him to kill the connection, to snuff it out, only to show that Ben was tricking Snoke the whole time. He never killed the vision of his parents, or whatever it is in that cave. He merely just cut away at the tree cave to trick Snoke. He couldn't bring himself to kill his parents. Sending a massive shockwave to explode the Darkside Cave on Dagobah that stood for thousands of years, Snoke tells him that his powers are remarkable. As Snoke tells him,
your powers are impressive.
But that cave stood for thousands of years, to which Kylo replies, the past is the past.